Islamophobia is a term the left likes to throw around. Back in 1997, a British fellow by the name of Trevor Phillips commissioned the Runnymede report called, quote, Islamophobia, a challenge for us all, unquote. In an anthropology journal published by Durham University in 2007, the 1997 Runnymede report was credited with having begun the whole idea of Islamophobia, a word invented and tacked onto any person, idea, or opinion that promotes vigilance against Islamic violence. Formerly the head of Britain's Equalities and Human Rights Commission, or the EHRC, Trevor Phillips now admits he was completely wrong in his original assessment of Muslims living in Great Britain. According to his new report, quote, What British Muslims Really Think, unquote, Phillips puts forth a different and more accurate view of how the followers of Islam are failing to assimilate into British society as they are everywhere else in the world. In an article for the British Sunday Times magazine, Phillips writes, quote, Liberal opinion in Britain has, for more than 2 decades, maintained that most Muslims are just like everyone else. Britain desperately wants to think of its Muslims as versions of the Great British Bake Off winner Nadia Hussain or the cheeky chappy athlete Mo Farah, but thanks to the most detailed and comprehensive survey of British Muslim opinion yet conducted, we now know that just isn't how it is, unquote. Phillips goes on to say that social gaps are widening between Muslims and non-Muslim communities in Britain, not closing. Muslims hold a certain degree of intolerance when it comes to their beliefs about women, education, freedom of expression, and even necessity of violence in defense of Islam. And Mr. Phillips even acknowledges that the rape epidemic we're seeing across Europe is because of Muslim, not Asian men. In Islamic culture, Christian women exist for the pleasure of Muslim men, and they don't even see what they're doing as wrong. Ultimately, he admits, quote, It's not as though we couldn't have seen this coming, but we've repeatedly failed to spot the warning signs, unquote. Mr. Phillips now encourages a much tougher stance when dealing with Muslims in Britain. We love it here at The Ray Warner Show when a leftist takes his brain for a test drive.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and donate at theraywarnershow.com.